Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm here today to talk to you about financial literacy and the impact it has on your life. As we all know, all throughout life, there are three main things that will be continuous throughout your entire life: money, bills, and savings. Are you aware now that the average American does not have any savings? Or that the average 2016 graduate was $37,000 in debt once they graduated? Or that the national debt was $1.3 trillion? So that means the cost of education is putting you in debt. So what is the value of education? Well, I want to tell you about the value of financial literacy and how learning this at a young age or simply in high school can change your complete outlook on life. Having financial literacy at a young age will drastically change your life in many ways. You being able to write a check, read a bank statement, knowing when the check bounced, knowing when you're in debt will change everything about your life. Because many of us, as many of our older people know, the decisions you make in your life regarding finances at a young age impact you your entire life. That's not something you can go back and change. Just like people have said earlier today, in regards to what you put on the internet, everybody sees and it stays on the internet. In regard to your credit, your finances, it stays. And it's ironic because as high schoolers, we're required to make some of the biggest decisions of our life when we're at least prepared. Decisions about college, decisions about how to get a loan, how we're going to pay for this new adventure while putting ourselves in debt. We're at least prepared for it. So my goal would be to push at least one financial class into the high school curriculum before all high school students graduated. I believe this would be beneficial to everyone, especially the national economy, because how could we expect a nation of financially illiterate people to be able to produce a productive economy that boosts consumerism? It doesn't go together. So for us to all be financially educated at a young age, we would boost our economy, boost each other, and be able to benefit all of us. So it's true that learning these at a young age will greatly benefit you, and you'll be able to make decisions that will lead you on the right path. So how would this be implemented? Well, as many of us have learned, we don't always learn the most valuable things in high school. Not saying that they aren't valuable, it's just you won't use them every day in life. Like, for instance, we learned the Pythagorean theorem. The Pythagorean theorem is not something you're going to use every day, but learning how to read a financial statement or a bank statement will be very useful. So I say if we cut back on the things that we don't need as much and push for things that we're actually going to use, I think it would greatly affect the world we live in. And I think Americans would greatly appreciate everyone being financially knowledgeable. And I think we'll really see a big improvement. In the next couple of generations, if we implemented this early, I think we'll see strides in reducing the national debt, boosting consumerism, and just overall productivity. Having students being able to get an education without fearing debt, I think would totally change the education they're getting. Because how many people want to get an education knowing they're going to have to work 25 years before they can pay it off? And that's the average. Many people are facing more of that with the degrees that they're getting. So, bringing back to my first point again, being financially literate is something we should all strive for, something we should teach and not learn as we're doing it, as many of us have been succumbed to, which is sad because learning while you're doing something is almost the worst way to do it, especially in regard to finances. When it comes to money, you don't want to learn while you're spending it. That'll just put you in debt. But many of us, the advice we get is from our parents and from our grandparents. And most of them aren't bank tellers, so they're just going off what they learned in their life. So it would be fair to all that we learn this together as a nation, learn the truth and establish curriculum from the government, and it'll be very beneficial. I think we would all make great strides. I think this would greatly boost everything we do as a nation. So with all that being said, to conclude, I would just like to say money, bills, and saving are keys to a good life. And this goes hand in hand with financial literacy. And if we put these two together, we can have a great nation and a great life. And I thank you all today.